When it comes to iconic symbols of Russian culture, few objects are as recognizable as the matryoshka doll, known more commonly as a Russian nesting doll.
The Matryoshka doll is one of the most famous Russian brands, but its history only goes back about 130 years. They were created at the end of the 19th century by the Russian artists Vasily Zayazdoshkin and Sergei Malutin. The first Matryoshka was based on the Japanese Fukuruma figurines, which were comprised of 4 parts. The outside was an old man, and the inside was his entire family. The Matryoshka doll was a woman rather than a man and had 7 dolls in total. When the artists created the first doll, they named it after their chambermaid. Her name was Matryona, which means mother in Greek. So a Matryoshka doll is a mother doll.
Today, one of the most famous makers of the dolls is the Hochlomskaya Rоспись Center. Located in Semenov, 80 kilometers from Nizhny Novgorod, they've been making them since 1920, and they account for a large percentage of the doll manufacturing in Russia.
The wood we use here to make the dolls comes from the linden tree. It's an easy wood to process and is very pure. In the processing department, the wood is polished and sculpted. This is an important stage because each doll has to fit perfectly into the next bigger size doll. They must be able to go in and out freely. This allows us to create the whole family. The dolls are then primed and covered in a specially prepared starch in order to seal all the pores of the wood. This makes it easier for the artists to paint. Finally, the dolls are finished off with lacquer before being sent off to be sold.
With attention to detail that is second to none, in Semenov, all the painting is done by women and all of it by hand.
Each region has its own look. Even if you don't know much about the differing features, you can never mistake a traditional Matryoshka from Semenov. If you see a doll with black hair, a yellow headscarf, a red dress and multicolored flowers on its apron, you can be certain it is from Semenov. Without a doubt, thanks to its traditional design, the costume and its unique look, the Matryoshka doll has become a quintessential part of Russian life. Known worldwide, it represents our country and is something specifically Russian.